Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Caterpillar's Operators Stadium. I'm your host, Rutledge Wood. We're having such a great time this week. Yesterday, we had the CAT Global Operator Challenge Finals. Here today, we've got all sorts of great demos and spotlight series happening. Right now, I'm so lucky I get to welcome one of my favorite people around. A guy by the name of Mike Rowe. You know him and love him from Dirty Jobs, his amazing foundation, Mike Rowe Works. But every day at 11:30 and 2, he's putting on a great game show we call Titan of the Trades. Before our next demo that's coming up a little bit after that, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Mr. Mike Rowe.
Take your seats, everyone. Take your seats. Thank you for joining us for another riveting episode of the only fake game show here at CONEXPO 2020. I'm your fake host, Mike Rowe. Joining me are some real contestants and some real experts so we can go through a series of multiple choice questions, and you, gentle viewer, can learn a bit more about the CAT equipment you already know and love. Our goal today is to find out how much these two know about their CAT equipment. We have Gary Corns all the way over to the right. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm doing great, Mike.
Fantastic to see you.
Good seeing you again.
I saw Gary not long ago. He's one of these guys, if he looks familiar, it might be because once upon a time he took a jet engine.
That was a radial airplane engine, Mike.
A radial airplane engine. Put it in what, Plymouth, was it?
Put it into a 1939 Plymouth pickup.
Google it. Or better yet, go over to CAT and look at the video that we did. It's hysterical. He does amazing work. This guy, Richie Faulkner, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for coming out and being a part of this.
You're welcome.
We did a little something with Richie as well. He used his CAT dealer to help him somehow put together I don't even know what you call it. What's the name of this thing you did?
It's a power paramotor. My son came up to me one day, and I fly remote control planes, and I got into learning how to fly planes. I soloed, but never got my license. But then my son came up to me and said, "Hey, Dad, let's look at this video. It's power paragliding. So you strap a motor on your back, you pull up a kite, and you take off and go flying." So
let me just cut to the chase. This motor has a fan attached to it. Looks like a ceiling fan, and it spins really fast, and he flies up in the air and takes off into the wild blue. I'm not kidding. We'll have a video that you can enjoy of that as well. These are our contestants. You guys will be answering a series of multiple choice questions. If you're stumped or if you need some help, you got Lonnie and Jason here, the guys in the red shirts. They're experts, and they'd be happy to help you. Although you can't necessarily trust them. They might lead you down the wrong road as well. They'll also be here to clarify and correct any mistakes I might make, intentionally or unintentionally. Any questions? Are we ready to begin?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Let's do this.
All right. Well, control your enthusiasm, everybody. This is Titan of the Trades, and we'll begin, as we often do, with the first question, which will be directed to the one and only Gary Corn. Gary, here's your question. Payload technology measures the weight of the material to ensure accurate loading and hauling. Which of these machine pairings would be most likely to use payload? Is it A, skid steers and dozers, B, wheel loaders and excavators, C, motor graders and pavers, or D, golf carts and scooters? Your choices are on the big screen.
Wow, I would have to probably say B.
Probably or definitely?
I'm going to say B.
When you sound, give me your most definitive, it's a B, Mike. Make me believe it.
Mike, that would be a B, Mike.
He says B. Let's see. Is he correct? Of course he's correct. He's Gary Corn.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness. Gary, congratulations. You have 1 point. Don't let it go to your head. Anything can happen in the later questions. Lonnie, say something smart about the importance of this.
Yeah, Mike, the importance of payload is being able to measure on board, whether it's a wheel loader or an excavator, to make sure you're hitting target payload, the weight on the hauling unit. Main thing is for safety. The other reason is make sure we're getting the most efficient loads. We're not overloading, we're not underloading the trucks during their cycle.
Do you have any idea who wrote these questions?
Good idea.
Who?
Probably our friends you're sitting next to.
I'm just wondering, golf carts and scooters, are they messing with us? They're trying to be funny, aren't they?
That's a soft toss.
That's a soft toss. All right, moving on to Richie Faulkner. Next question is for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Were you looking at my answers just now? Were you trying to look?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
You would never do that?
I wouldn't do that.
Because a man who straps a fan to his back and flies through the airs wouldn't cheat at a fake game show, would he? Owners, managers, and operators can benefit from the real-time information like productivity, fuel consumption, and idle time, all provided by what? GPS, B, telematics, C, social media, D, grade control. Owners, managers, and operators can benefit from the real-time information like productivity, fuel consumption, and idle time, all provided by what?
I'm going to go with B.
Say it definitively like you mean it.
I'm going to go with B.
See, it's the same thing. Okay, he's going with B, telematics, and the answer is, oh, it's B. You guys are ingenious. And apparently the only correct answers we use on this show are B. But we'll see how that evolves. Jason, thoughts on telematics for the uninitiated?
Kind of like the question states, they are critically important to the owner, the operator, to run an efficient operation. It tells you everything about what your machines are doing, what your fleet's doing. Gives you information, not data. With the information, you can actually make decisions about what needs to happen with the machines, what needs to happen with the operation in real time.
Richie, do you know all that?
No.
Well, you
not
do
all of it,
now.
No.
Okay.
I got a little bit of it.
You got a little bit, Gary?
A little bit of it, but yeah, I was looking at those.
This is
free
part of the
hats
fabulous
over there.
prize on this program. Our contestants leave with a whole new level of knowledge. Gary, let's go on to your question. It goes a little something like this. CAT dozers have a loaded lineup of grade technology scaling from basic to advanced. Which of these is the primary function grade technology on a dozer? Is it A, measure the amount of dirt you push, B, detect obstacles near your path, C, display the terrain you're working in, or D, control your blade for more accuracy?
I'm going to have to say that'd be B, Mike.
B as in boy?
That's B as in boy.
You're sticking with B. Gary thinks it's B. The correct answer is, oh, you can always tell by that disappointing sound, Gary. You're dead wrong. Turns out it's control your blade for more accuracy.
I should have asked an expert.
Yeah, you had an opportunity.
Yeah, you told me in the back to say B.
No, I said ask an expert if you weren't sure, because we don't want anybody to look bad.
I know, but I wrote down B that you told me. So that's what I said.
It's not true. That didn't happen. We don't cheat on the only fake game show at CONEXPO. It wouldn't happen. Regarding the importance of controlling your blade, Lonnie, this is not just limited to shaving, obviously. We know what we're talking about. Say something smart.
Yeah, 3D grade control, Mike, especially on the track-type tractors like the D6XE you may have seen out here, has real-time grade control accuracy. Okay, so that gives the operator, is empowering the operator with all the information they need in the 3D digital design on board with them to carry grade. We used to be able to only be able to carry grade from one hub to the next. Now it automatically does that for you in every inch that you're crossing. Driving accuracy, productivity, efficiency.
My goodness, the way you say it, it does make it interesting. Thank you, Lonnie. He knows stuff. This is yours to run away with, Richie. Really comes down to this.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Selecting the right sizes of loading and hauling tools is important for any operation. As a rule of thumb, loading units should be able to load hauling units, A, within 8 minutes, B, as fast as possible, C, within 3 to 5 passes, or D, it doesn't really matter. As a rule of thumb, loading units should be able to load hauling units. 8 minutes, fast as possible, within 3 to 5 passes, or who cares? It doesn't matter. It's a 15-minute show, Lonnie.
Okay, I got plenty of time.
We have experts here, and there's no real prizes, so don't sweat it too badly. He's taking it seriously, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to go with B, but I bet it's not it.
He's going with B because he bets it's not it. I like the strategy, Lonnie. Let's see where we are. The correct answer is within 3 to 5 passes. I'd have gone with it doesn't really matter, but Jason, it does matter, obviously, doesn't it?
It does matter. You want to match your loading tool and your hauling tool to maximize the efficiency. And the general rule of thumb is the loading tool should be able to load your hauler in 3 to 5 passes for the maximum cycle time and fuel efficiency.
What we have here is a tie. You've each gotten one right. You've each gotten one wrong. So we have to go to a tiebreaker. Our tiebreakers are incredibly sophisticated techniques whereby you're each given a blank card and a pen, and you have to write the correct answer on there. Lonnie and Jason will affix you with the cards and the proper pens. And I'm going to ask you a question, and you have to write what you think is the right answer. Now, we're looking for a percentage, okay? And the question is, reducing idle time can save up to what % of fuel costs? And we're not giving you a multiple choice. We need you to pull this one out of your butt, okay? Reducing idle time can save up to what % of fuel costs? Go ahead and write a percentage down in nice big font. While we're young. And this will determine the winner of this episode of Titan of the Trades. I should mention that the winner will receive a Caterpillar gift card with $300 on it. So the stakes couldn't be more real. Can you feel the tension? Gary, let's start with you. What do you say? Reducing idle time can save up to, he says B, 20.
That's what you taught me, Mike.
Typically, Gary, I take care of the jokes in a format like this, but
Sorry, Mike.
no, it's all right.
I'm
He
sorry.
says 25%. Interesting. Richie, what did you say? Richie said 12%. Reducing idle time can, in fact, save up to 30% in fuel costs. Gary Korn is the closest to that, so he wins. Let's hear it for Gary Korn.
Yes!
A $300 Caterpillar gift card. And you know what? Because it's Caterpillar,
That's awesome, Mike.
settle down. And because I'm feeling generous, and because Richie Faulkner strapped a fan to his back, he doesn't go home with nothing. We're going to give you a gift card, too, with like $100 on it or something like
All
that.
right, thank you very much.
Does that sound
That's
good?
cool.
That
That's
sounds
great. Guys, did you want to add anything before we start this next game?
Thank you for playing Titans of the Trades. Hope you learned some good information to take back home.
You know what? I think you're both Titans, honestly. Thanks for coming by. All right,
Thank you,
let's give him
Mike.
a big
Thank you,
hand. Get
Cat.
out of here. We got to do this again with 2 more. We'll miss you. Come on, Richie, out of the chair. There you go.
Right here, bud.
He needs his marker back. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, here come 2 new players. 2 new contestants. We have, well, I'm going to wait till you guys sit down. Got your markers back?
Yep. We're good.
Gentlemen, welcome to the first and last fake game show here at CONEXPO. We have sitting next to me a gentleman named Abe Wiedmark.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Very well, sir. Thank you.
What brings you here?
This show.
Well, no kidding.
I'm here just for this show.
So you're saying you'd have been here one way or the other? It wasn't just, I mean, what were the circumstances that got you up on the stage?
Just see all the new equipment, see what else is out there in the whole world of underground.
You work in the underground?
Yes, sir. Tunnels.
Love it?
It's a good job. Yes, sir.
That was too long of a pause there. I don't know.
Hey, look, man, we're live. We're out of, without a net. We're going to hear the truth. Where are you from?
Phoenix, Arizona.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And all the way on the end, we have Mark Evans from, is it Underdog Construction? Yep. Now, when you put that mic up, I'll hear you so much better. Underdog, you spell dog funny, don't you?
I do.
UNDERDAWG,
D-A-W-G.
like Deputy Dog.
Correct.
You're here because you won a contest of some kind, right?
Correct.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All righty. Any questions? You know how the game works?
Yeah,
to go.
I beat him and threw him over the rail.
You beat him and throw. No, don't. There's no rail back here. Don't lean back and get too excited. These are your experts. If you want to ask them for advice, they'll give you hints and stuff. But come on, we're all men here. We can play the game, right?
Bring it on.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. First question is going to go to you, Mark. And the question is, what data points can be seen on a CAT app? What data points can be seen on a CAT app? A, fuel prices. B, fuel burn. C, machine cameras. Or D, Facebook friends. What data points can be seen on a CAT app?
B.
B is in boy.
Yes.
B is in burn.
B is in burn.
B is in fuel burn. Let's see if Mark is correct. The data points you can see on an app, yes, you can see the fuel burn. Lonnie, is there anything else you can see on the app?
You can see a lot on the newer CAT app. It's not been out very long. It's a nice, nimble solution right on your personal handheld device, showing, again, the fuel, showing your serial number, location of the machine. You can order parts. You can order service. Just a very good, again, in-the-pocket visualization of your fleet.
Jason, you concur this is in the pocket?
I would concur that it is in the pocket.
All right. Well, so is your answer. Congratulations. It's 1-0. We're moving on to Abe. Question 2. Which of these names are next generation models of CAT machines? A, Standard, Plus, and Premium. B, GC, Standard, and XE. C, White, Yellow, and Black. D, Gemini, Laser, and Nitro.
Gonna call in a lifeline, please.
You're going to call on a lifeline. This is the first time this has happened. This is exciting. All right. Who do you want to call on?
The one who knows the answer.
I can help you out. It is not A. A is not correct.
Can you put those answers back up there, please?
Look at this guy directing the show. I love it. He'd like to see the answers again. There you go. So it's not A. So it's not Standard, Plus, or Premium, which means it's got to be B, C, or D.
B as in boy.
B as in boy? Abe
so.
says it's B as in boy. Is he correct? The names of the next generation models of CAT machines are, in fact, GC, Standard, and XE. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Then we got a tied game. What's GC stand for, Lonnie?
GC doesn't stand for anything. Actually, Mike, it stands for G, and it stands for C.
Come on.
So in CAT lingo, GC is a product lineup for those customers looking for low cost per hour, maybe on the light to medium duty applications, and lower utilization potentially. Not a real thirst for technology. The Standard is the good long-term Caterpillar brand you've always come to know. And the XE is where you're going to see those heavier counterweights, all the technology suites, and for those heavier duty applications in most cases. It's where you're looking for that lowest cost per unit.
All right. Does XE stand for anything?
It stands for X and E. No.
I mean, it just seems like you got an acronym. It ought to stand for something. ASAP.
Sorry, Mike. That's all I got.
Well, I'll get over it. All righty. We're coming back to you, Mark. Your question goes a little something like this. Caterpillar's electric drive powertrain systems reduce fuel consumption and what? A, increase fuel efficiency. B, increase likes and comments. D, decrease power to the ground. Or D, decrease traction to the ground.
A.
Mark says A. Is Mark correct? Mark is correct. Mark, you're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Doggone genius. This is a big deal, Jason, I take it?
Electric drive is a big deal. I mean, it does take away some of the inefficiencies of mechanical, improves the fuel consumption, improves the fuel efficiency without any detraction from the productivity of the machines that it's in.
Is this a relatively new innovation?
We've had electric drive in various forms on large off-highway trucks. We introduced the D7E several years ago, and it's progressing throughout the product line on several other products now.
Fantastic. Did you learn anything? You probably knew all that.
No, I'm learning every minute.
Mark, you're learning every minute. I love it.
Goes in
Abe,
one ear and out the other.
this is a very important question for you.
Yes, sir.
If you get it correct, we're tied. We'll go to a tiebreaker. If you miss it, well, there'll be shame and humiliation.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. The biggest impact on fuel efficiency when it comes to job site setup is A, safety and security, B, traffic control, C, AC in the trailer, D, location of materials.
Slice clue. Biggest impact on fuel efficiency website.
The biggest impact on fuel efficiency when it comes to job site setup is safety and security, traffic control, AC in the trailer, or location of materials.
No more lifelines, huh?
Yeah, sure. You have another lifeline if you want.
All right. What you got?
I can help you out with that. It is not B, traffic control.
I don't feel like they're really helping, but they're not hurting. So if it's not traffic control, it's got to be safety and security.
I want to gamble and say D as in dog, location of materials.
So your answer is D?
Giving it a shot.
He's giving it a shot with D. Let's see if he's correct. As it turns out, Abe is absolutely correct. The location of materials is the biggest impact on fuel efficiency. I didn't know that, Lonnie.
Yeah, one of the best ways to waste fuel is to put your materials in one location, continue to rehandle them, relocate them, wear them out, we tend to say. So try to get your material as close to the location that you need it in and eliminate rehandling.
Well, there it is. We got a tie. You can cut the tension with a knife. Our experts are going to hand you a blank card. I'm going to ask you a question. You're going to write down the answer. The closest to the answer wins. And when I say wins, you know there are fabulous prizes. There'll be a Caterpillar gift card. $300 is going to be on there. It's going to have somebody's name on it. Are you ready? Of course you're ready. Using CAT job site technology can typically pay for itself in savings in how long? Using CAT job site technology can typically pay for itself in savings in how long? Over what period of time, in other words? So what you want to do is write a period of time on your card. Weeks, months, years, hours, days, minutes, whatever you think. It looks as though both contestants have written a period of time on their cards. Abe, let's start with you. Using CAT job site technology can typically pay for itself in savings over how long?
5 years.
5 years. Abe says 5 years. Mark, what do you say?
I said 5 years.
5 years.
He says 5 years as well. This is incredible. It's incredible because the actual answer is 1 year. So you're both wrong. We're still tied. We don't have a contingency for this type of situation. Nobody thought it was possible.
I'll ask you past this gentleman here.
You do. What do you mean you pass?
I'll step down since we don't have another question.
Oh, I mean, that's awfully generous of you, but no, we eat what we kill on this program.
Okay.
Anything to say about this before I come up with some ingenious solution?
Yeah, so just a little color behind it, Mike. Technology is an investment, not a cost. Look at great technology, up to 50% increase in job site efficiency. Technology really helps you get to the grade faster in the case that we talked about earlier and drive profitability.
Well, there you go. All right, I've decided what to do. Last time, the winner got 300, the loser got 100. That's a total of 400. This time, it seems like if we take a total of 400 and divide it evenly, because neither one of them really won, but you hate to send them away as losers. Does that make sense? They each get a gift card for a couple $100?
It makes perfect sense to me, Mike. I think your math is correct.
You're all right with it? Jason, you concur?
Mike, I would never disagree with you.
Well, this is how we do things on the only fake show here at ConExpo. It's the fake game show called Titan of the Trades, where the contestants are real and now $200 better off for it. Guys, thank you so much for coming out and being part of this.
Thank you for having me.
It was great fun.
Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you for watching. Experts, thank you again. We'll be back to, where are you going, Abe? Sit down, relax. We're still on TV, man. Got literally thousands of people home watching this right now, shaking their heads saying, I can't believe I actually watched the whole thing. I feel that way all the time. We'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of Titan of the Trades. Why are you holding your hands up here? What's that mean? You waving to me? Are we done? We out? We done? We're done, my friends. Goodbye and good luck.